All right, guys, so welcome. So this time I'm gonna show you how to do the files 3-1 utilizing your tablets, guys. So there's no excuses. I recommend investing. It's like $12, $13 for a Bluetooth mouse for your iPads, guys. So it's totally worth it. There's also keyboard, but as long as you have the mouse, it would be way easier. All right, guys. So I'm downloading file 3.1. It's gonna be open for under week 4. I did one today in the meeting, but let me do it again so you can see it clearly and precisely, and hopefully the video and audio, everything works well. So here, guys, when you're gonna click on it, you don't just say, oh, I'm gonna view the file. You have to click download. Once you click download, the file will get downloaded. That's it. There's nothing else to do. What do you do from there? Well, you have to click on where it says email. So once you do, click on email. Let me get rid of those screens. So once you click on your email link right there on your SU account, wait a second or two, you will have this screen, and then you could scroll to the bottom, and you will see a section with this arrow where it says upload and open files. That's where you would click to locate the file you downloaded from your SU account. So in this case, it was called 3-1. Look at the dates and so on, and you'll be able to see which one it is. Today at 6:58, so that should be it. So I click on the file, and that would be your only way to open up Excel files, Microsoft Word files, PowerPoint, well, maybe not PowerPoint, but files so you guys could edit them and modify them for whatever needs we have to do. All right, so it's open. So in your Excel Microsoft Office book, on the Excel 52 page, it starts. First step, it tells you to save it. So let's just save it. Maybe the complete name and all of that, you're gonna have a hard time, but at least whatever name it pops up. So in this case, they're trying to tell you to save it with the name. (3-R2G). Cool. And then you could save it. Well, if you want to type in more stuff, that's cool, but it's something that you identified. Try to change the name from the original one because it will be easier to locate when you need to upload it. All right, next step. It's telling you in step 2, select the range D4 to D32. You see, using the mouse, I click on it, and then I could drag really fast, and it's way easier. So once you locate that, don't worry about the pop-up window. Just click inside of the section you highlighted, and nothing will happen. So in there, they want you to click on the accounting number format button, and they're telling you on the book, the little $sign. So right here, we have the little $sign, and that's the accounting symbol. It's your option if you want to change to pounds, to English, United States, euros, Chinese, etc. So there's different monetary currency symbols you could activate and put on the sections of the cells. It's just a formatting option. Step 3. They want you to select range F4 to H32. So I'm going to go to F4. I click. And then I select all the way to H32. Once I'm in there, they want me to put the little comma symbol. It's right there. Look, just put the comma. So all it's doing is it's putting a comma for the thousands groups. And then it's also adding decimal places. If they tell you to round, we could. If they don't, well, don't worry about it. Step 4, select the range J4 to J32. For J4, scroll down all the way to J32. And that one, they want you to put the percent symbol. So once you put in the percent sign, it's putting all those numbers as percent. And then from there, you keep on reading. And I believe they want you to increase the decimal. Every time you increase it, it's giving you more options to round it to the tens, to the hundreds, to the thousands, and so on. And then the next step, they want you to decrease the decimal. So every time we start clicking on it, it's going to start getting smaller. We're rounding to the tenths of a percent. And then step 6, select range B4 to B31. And then in that section, they're talking about putting into a different date format. So in here, it will click where it says date, You click on it, and if you scroll down towards the end of it, there would be other options, the number format, and then from there where it says the type, you could go ahead and select what type of section they are asking for. In this case, they're asking for the 14 March-12, that example. Just click OK, and you'll notice all of those cells would be modified to that particular date format. Same thing on the other next section. They're wanting to select C4 all the way to C31. So very similar. So I click on the date feature. I scroll to the bottom of it, and I go to more number formats. And in this particular case, they want it to be written as 14-March, which would be that example. And that's it. You're just modifying the format, how things look. You want to save it or not at the end, that's cool. It's up to you guys. Turn the page. And then the next section, a little bit of formatting. When towards the end of the last step of that page, on page 52, they wanted to press Control Home. Unless you have a keyboard, cool. If you don't, Control Home, what it does, it takes you to the beginning of the Excel spreadsheet, which is cell A1. So in there, they wanted to modify that cell style to match the instead of being Calibri, to be the Times New Roman. So scroll down the list and look for the Times New Roman. If you notice, I didn't have to select A1 to C1. As long as I select A1, all of that information, you can see it right here on the formula bar. All of that text is written in that particular cell, and that's it. And then they want you to change it to size 20. And then next step, they want you to increase the font size to 24. So if I use the arrow, the A with the arrow on top, it's going to increase to one level. In this case, all the way to 24. A3 to J3, very similar. So I'm going to select. All right. And then once you select that section, they want you to change it to Times New Roman. They're asking you to use the mini toolbar. Tablet-wise, you won't have it, guys. So, well, just, again, go all the way to the Times New Roman feature. And then they also want you to put size 14. That's it. See? Nothing to it, guys. Formatting that you're able to do using your tablet as well. Turn the page. It should be on Excel 56. And here again, they want you to go to Control Home. That's taking you to the beginning cell. In this case, A1. So once you're in there, they want you to click on the bold feature. So press bold command. And then on the A3, they want you to press the underline feature of it and italic and bold. So we're activating those three commands. And then you keep on reading step 4. They want you to unselect the italics. So once you click on it, it just unchecks it. So now it's not gray. It's not activated, guys. That's it. The Format Painter button, that's a neat tool, guys, you would have. That's it. When you click on it, it will allow you to select different sections, and it applies that formatting to the other sections as well. And that's your Format Painter. Step 6, they want you to select A1 to H1. And in here, they want you to use the merge and center. I wish you were using a computer, because all those commands, if you get close to them, they tell you the name. In here, you need to kind of know them. But in case you get it stuck, guys, just type it up in here. They'll tell me what you want to do, and start typing in merge and center. And then I'll guide you guys. Or try to click in on the command so you'll see, oh, I think I found it. Cool. Now, step 7, they want you to select A3 to J3. And they want you to center them, which would be this feature right here. It's just centering them according to the column width of each section. Turn the page. On page 58, step 1, they want us to place the mouse pointer on the line between the column A and column B. So once you're in there, guys, you have to click on it, and then you're able to move it with your mouse or with your finger. And you notice that little width pops up, and then you're able to put it to the 15.29 as the book suggests. I think it would have been way easier if you just select column A, that we went to the format feature out of it, and then we go to column width and we type it up ourselves. That would have been way easier versus having to fight with your mouse, guys. So those are your features, your options of doing that section. On step 3, they want you to modify column between B and C. So they're talking about column B. And this one, they wanted to double click, but you see here, maybe it's having a hard time with the mouse, but go to the format, the double click, what it's doing is doing the auto fit column width. It's a shortcut, a quick way to do it. On step 4, they wanted to do auto fit to resize C, D, and J. So here, maybe you could select C and D because they're together. Just start selecting them and then format, and then we could do the auto fit. But then we would have to go manually to column J as the instruction in the book suggests. All right. At step 5, select the range E5 to H5. They're just being creative, but in theory we could select it column E to H because they wanted to modify them to size 11. So I could go to format, column width. You see, you don't necessarily have to select a column or something. It could be a cell, and Excel will pick up what you're trying to do, guys. Either way it will work. And cool, guys, you just made your own modifying. We're just making changes. Turn the page, which should be on Excel 60. Here, they want us to right click on cell 832. So if I go to cell 832, and I go to format, or in this case directly to insert, they're asking me to insert a new row. So if you notice, those numbers will drop down, and because it's setting an entire new row with all the cells to push everything downward from that point onward. All right. On step 3, they want you to click on the row 27 heading. That's it. And then in this case, they want you to press delete. Oh, I'm just going to press delete on the keyboard. No, it won't work, guys. It has to be the delete feature on the Excel command to delete that entire row. And you got rid of it. That's what the instruction wanted you to do. Same thing on column J. They want to get rid of it. So we could just click delete and it will disappear. Or delete sheet column and you get out of it. Cool. And I want to resize again column F and H. So I could click on F, I could go to format and auto fit. And then the same thing for column H. Format, auto fit column width. Turn the page. On 62, they want to select A1. And we're basically modifying the background. The fill color would be this little bucket with the little pull down menu. In the computer, you hover above the colors and they tell you a specific name. Here, we'll try to use a screenshot on the next page so you can kind of see what they're talking about. And then same thing for right click A1. They want you to format. They want you to change step 3 and 4. But using your tablet, guys, there's no way of doing that feature, so sorry. Then we're going to skip to step 5. They want to put a thick bottom border, so here are the borders. If you notice, that's a bottom border, but that one looks a little bit thicker than that one, so let's go with that feature. And then we should be on step 6. They want you to select A3 to H3. And they want you to paint them in the blue accent 1 color. So let's go to the bucket and then let's just select the blue accent color. So pick a color, guys. Just be creative about it. On step 7, they want you to select J1 and K1 and change the cell style button to the neutral. They're talking about the cell styles. There's a command and then you have the neutral feature right there. That's it. And then also to auto fit the column J. So we click on column J again, and then we go to format and auto fit column width. And that's it for that feature. Turn the page. conditional formatting. That's basically the section I wanted to get to. That's the important part of this video, of this module, guys. So conditional formatting, it's a neat tool that you have in Microsoft Excel where it will paint, color, do something that you ask it to do based off of a criteria you're looking for. I want to paint everything that occurred in January. So somehow we'll put in the dates in that conditional formatting, and everything in January will get painted. I want to paint everything that's above $1,000, and the cells that are above $1,000 will get painted, and so on, guys. There's many ways of doing that. So here, step 1, they want to select H4 to H30, which is this section right here to here to here. All right, I got it. And then from there, they want us to do the conditional formatting. So we have a button right there. And they want to use the data bars. And they want you to point to the light blue. Well, just point to it. You get close to it. And then also they want you to, on the green data bars on step 2, to actually use the green data bars. And if you notice, some green data bars will appear. It's like a mini graph within the same cell. It's kind of neat, cool function. Step 3, they want to select F4 all the way to F30. And in this section, they want to use a conditional formatting to highlight cell rules. So we go to conditional formatting and we have the highlight cell rules. Step 4, they want to use the between function. So let's use the between. And step 5, they give you the numbers, which is from 2000. That's a range. All the way to 4,000. That's our next range. We'll keep on reading. They wanted to get painted with a light red fill. Right now we have the light red fill with dark red text. Modify it and just select the one they want. And that's it. So everything that's within the range that we're looking for will get painted red. So don't copy, don't cheat, guys, and say, I'm just going to paint it manually. No, it takes longer. Excel will do that function for you guys. Step 6, they want you to go to E7. So once we go to E7, if you notice, cell F7 is not painted at the moment. But once we edit it, and they change it to a 3, look at what happens on F7, guys. It got painted as well, because that's a cool function that you want to do here. That's it. All right, so let's keep on going. Next step, turn the page. We're almost done. They want to rename the worksheet, move the tabs, and all that cool stuff. Step 1, they want to see on the bottom we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So if we go to sheet 2, we have different information. We go to sheet 3, we have different information, and so on. All right, on the sheet 2, they want you to go back to sheet 1, and, well, my bad. They want you to change the name on sheet 2. Either you click twice and you'll know what pops up, and there you could put in the name they want you to type in. In this case, they want to call it budget. And the name will appear and modify in that tab. They also want you to change the tab color. If you do a right click, that's really simple, where you could do a tab color and you're able to select one of the greens. Doesn't have to be that precise. Without the mouse, it would be kind of hard, guys, because I don't see another feature of doing it. So you want to invest, guys. Get a mouse. On sheet 1, they want to rename it to actual. See, guys, this is not hard. This is just a matter of practice. And then they want you to move the budget to be to the right of actual. Using your mouse is really simple. You just grab it and move it around. And that way you could rearrange how they move, how they're seen. We want first the budget screen and then the actual and so on. That's it, guys, for that part. Maybe they want you to modify the page layout, orientation, all that cool stuff. On the actual one, they want to probably change it to, so maybe the tell me what you want to do here will come in handy, because we don't have the page layout feature here. But I could type in orientation. And if it pops up, that's cool. In case it doesn't, maybe we could go to the file feature. We try to print it. But maybe many of the features will be deactivated using your tablet. So at least that you could do the best you can, guys, but you try. And I hope that helps you guys, that you're able to use your tablet. And it's feasible, guys. It's doable. We'll continue. Next section, they want you to do the spelling and grammar check. So we go to the review tab. We might have that feature here using your tablet. We're there. And they want you to click on the spelling, ABC. So it's going to try to find whatever mistakes it finds. And then it found the word podcast. And they're trying to, you see how it's misspelled? So correct it. And it will be corrected for that one really fast. And verify that the word podcast it is. Change it. You would click OK, and then automatically went to the next page. Web page ASD. And basically it could go and so on. Maybe you wanted ads instead of ADS. See? And then it could give you the feature to go ahead and check other worksheets within, not just the actual one. Another thing they want you to do is the find and select. Maybe we have it here. Let's try it. So if we go to the home tab, yeah, we do. So with the find and select, we want to use the replace feature to type in the word. Sorry for that. Kind of looks weird. But we're looking for the word billboard, capital B. And we want to replace it with the word sign. So go to the next box and you type in sign. So here we could tell it replace all, and then it tells you, okay, I found 2 replacement, or I did 2. And that's it. It's kind of neat, guys. Instead of having to look for it and find it, Microsoft Excel did the work for us and found it wherever it was written and changed it for that particular setting that the book's suggesting. The print and all of that option, I don't think we have it here, but that's a cool feature where we could tell it to print and make it fit in a page. I don't see the scaling using your tablet, but that's a cool feature you could do when you have your actual computer. It will make more sense. Cool, guys. So I'm pretty sure that's about it for this video, and I hope that helps you. Well, let me show you how to upload it and to finish it up, guys. So how do we upload it once you complete it? So here you're gonna have to go to the file section, save it, and download a copy. You'll see why right now. So with whatever, remember the name. So just download a copy. If you want to close it or not, it's up to you now. So now I could go back to my SU account. Once you're in your SU account, well, let me make sure I'm in the student view. I want to go to your class for spreadsheets. I have the student role at the moment. You could go really fast to week 4 or scroll down and go to week 4. It's up to you. And then what you would do, you're going to have to go to where it says week 4 uploads. You click on it. And then if it's the first time, you're going to click add submission. If you're adding more, depending on how you're doing them, you click on edit submission. Scroll down. You click right here on that little page. You click on the choose file. If it doesn't pop up, well, click here because it should. All right. I don't know why someone's popping up, but you should get this section. When that pops up, you're going to click under Browse. And then from here, it will scroll down and remember the name you gave it. Most likely it should be towards the bottom, guys. Try to look at the date and time and everything. So today at 7:21, that's basically right now. So you will click on your file, it's selected, and now we could click upload this file. That's it, guys. That's how you upload it. Don't forget to click save changes so you don't blame it. Ah, the computer didn't upload it, guys. My tablet, etc. No excuses, guys. Scroll down and double check that your work is there and everything. It's on time. It's before the deadline. So doing good, guys. Cool. And that's it for this section.